All right, guys, so the 3 reasons why you might be struggling with your nollies. So basically, it's gonna come down to your foot positioning, your body placement over the board, and also the timing of the click and making sure that your nose clicks. So let's go over those 3 things and find a way to improve your nollies. And then stick around to the end because I'm gonna show you how you can develop the nollie into doing it up stuff and also nollie 180s. All right, so let's start with foot placement. So the first thing you're gonna do is place your front foot. So where I like to place it is actually on the front of the nose, kind of in that pocket. Most people, what they struggle with is they actually put it on the tip here. And the problem with that is the further up it is on the board, the longer it's gonna take for that nose to hit. And you want it to be a quick pop, because what you're doing is you're actually hitting the nose and then you're actually gonna push it forward. So it's important that you have your foot in that kind of pocket area in the middle of the board and not on the edges. And as far as the placement of your back foot goes, really that comes down to like what feels comfortable. I tend to put it a little closer to my front foot if I'm trying to do it higher or onto something. But a good rule of thumb is to have it on this side of the bolts. So to have it somewhere comfortable in the middle of the board, not with your toe hanging off, not with your heel hanging off, kind of middle of the board, past the back bolts. So after you placed your feet, the next thing is body positioning. So the most important thing really is what I like to do is to open up a little bit. You want to stay centered over your board, and then the emphasis really is on that front leg. So most of your kind of weight is on that front foot, and that's where you're going to put emphasis on snapping that nose and then pushing forward. So although your weight kind of feels centered, it's more lean towards the front foot. So if you already mastered the nollie and you want to kind of progress into nollie 180s, those tips are going to be helpful for these tricks as well, because it's the same thing. To get a really good nollie back 180 or a nollie front 180, it's the same thing. You really want to put emphasis on clicking that nose and pushing it forward. That's how kind of the pros are able to kind of whip it around flat. They basically can make it flat and it's not rocketed. It's because they're putting a lot of emphasis on pushing that nose forward.
Nollie up a curb. What do you think about?
When doing it up something, it's important to put your back foot a little closer to your front foot to give it more leverage to get up something. And also the timing. Because you're doing nollie, you have less time for the nose to essentially hit the obstacle you're trying to get over, which makes it very difficult to get up something, right? So like a nollie, it's a lot easier because you can lift your nose to clear it. Whereas a nollie, you have to nollie earlier than you would for an ollie. So same thing I just taught you guys, just pop a little earlier. And if you want to progress into it, you can come at a bit of an angle. That way it gives you that ability to like work up to how you would do it to doing it straight at it. So, and comment below what trick tips you guys want to see next.
Hey, give me a nollie. Hey, Gabe. Let me see a nollie. Nobody asked for a tray foot? That was wet though. Nollie. On a nollie. That's how you can do it. Hey, give me a nollie.
Nollie? How you doing, dude?
What up? That was a wet tray flip.